Hi folks, welcome to Celebrity Cars. We're located just down the street from all the shiny lights on the strip. Come here on vacation and you want to see a bunch of fancy cars, please come by. That's all I've got to say about that. Hey, I just Googled or asked my phone, hey, how much horsepower does a 1990 ZR1 Corvette have? It spit out 405 horsepower. This car has 405 horsepower. I didn't know that. I don't know, that got lost in my Corvette records and history. I just completely forgot. 405 horsepower, 358 foot-pounds of torque. I mean, this thing's a monster. Well, welcome to Celebrity Cars, folks. Yeah, we got a 1990 in green. Now, this car has right around 65,000 miles or so, I believe, on the odometer. Kind of shows it. Look, it's a 1990. See these? I collect these things. I collect these things. You know, if you know, they weren't in a climate-controlled garage their whole life and all that kind of stuff. You know, a couple things start to wear a little bit. Just on the plastic, you know, it gets a little discolored. You know, little blemishes on the paint that might not have gotten cleaned up, kind of stick around for a little while longer. This car, obviously, a lot of you are screaming at the screen right now that it does not have the original wheels. No, these are not the original wheels. The rear ones here are 17 by 11s, and the fronts are or not 17 by, yeah, 1711 and 17.9 up front. So they're both 17s. They're the 9.5 up front, and these are the 11 wide in the back. So these are the good wheels. Because they're offset just a little bit. I'm dying to stick one on one of those cars over there. That would be pretty cool. Okay, folks, I'm your living, breathing condition report here at Celebrity Cars. I'm going to give this Corvette with 65 and change miles a 1 out of 10. I'm going to give it a good 8. Okay? The paint is beautiful green. This is all ready for your local car meet. This is all shined up. It's all detailed, ready to go. There isn't a big bad blemish on one of the fenders or on the front nose that you have to get repaired. There's a little abrasion right here, down here on this corner. Do I think that could be detailed out? No, but it's very minor, nothing cracked. There's no spider webbing down here. So there's a little mark down there. The rest of the whole front end is really, really nice shape. Every once in a while, you get a little blip in the paint from just some normal road wear. I've got little itty bitty chips scattered about. I see a little speckling in the paint. It's just, it got a really good detail just a little bit ago. And it really does show really, really nice, folks. I don't want to pick this thing apart. Well, I kind of have to. It's my job. I'm trying to think of what all you guys at home with Corvettes would want to know. The headlights work good. The sound system's a little jacked up. It kind of makes a lot of weird noises when you turn the radio on. The glass roof is in great shape. The original green top for the hard top is in the back, and that's in super shape. But I hate to walk around and tear this thing apart chip by chip. You look at these side mirrors here. There's a little bit of a wear going on here. I presume that's, you know, some kind of sun damage there. There's a couple little marks on the side mirrors. This is just, you know, bugs that weren't cleaned and small rock chips. We did try and shine this up. That's as best as we could get it. The windshield is in really good shape. There's a couple little stains here and there in it. There's some very old normal road wear going on. But the windshield is in great shape overall, and no, you don't need to replace it. There's no big chunks in it that, you know, there's any warning signs of having to be replaced or small chips that are going to split. You can see this glass top. It's in absolutely beautiful shape. And as you work at this back pillar back here is in pretty darn good shape as well. I don't know if that brake light works back here or not, but we can try that a little later on and test it. You can give us a call. All of this is beautiful. All this top green, it's all one green. Oh, I meant to mention that too. Yeah, this car has never been painted anywhere. It's all one green. So this rear piece doesn't look funny from the rest of the. Although this door does look a little different in this particular light, but as I work my way across, it's just the light, folks. It's just the light. Emblems in good shape. Oh, let's open this up since we're back here. It's your fuel area here. A little bit of dust, but for the most part in real nice shape. I'm going to spin this. No, you know what? I'm not going to spin this back bumper around. I don't need to spin this back bumper around because I looked at this back bumper really tight. We did just drive this down the road. We're doing things a little backwards today. So there's a little bit of dust laying back here, but other than that, there's nothing back here that needs any attention. Nobody drove into anything. There's no spider webbing across the back here. These rear tail light alcoves, if you will, are in beautiful shape. I cleaned them personally. There's no scratchiness inside either of these things here. The rear tail lights are in great shape. I also cleaned all the way around this black border that really goes around the entire car, up underneath it here and right above it here. So, and got all the leftover grime taken out, and it's all super clean in all of these cavities. Exhaust tips back here in nice shape. Oh, okay, I didn't think that was going to happen. I did not screw these. I put this stuff in here earlier today and I didn't screw them in. I just put it on here so the Celebrity Cars plate would remain. And now I lost the other screw. I'll find it later. But anyway, okay. Let's see, working our way around this rear glass. I can't remember how you pop this. I should have figured that out earlier. How the heck do you pop that rear glass? It was open earlier. I don't know how to do it, darn it.
Oh, that's the green one?
That's the other top, yeah. Well, I don't know how to open this. How the heck do you open that? Is it a key back here? I know all you 90s Corvette guys are yelling at me right now. I can't remember how you open this. I thought there was a little lever in here, but apparently there's not. Okay, anyway, come on back here. Come on up here, Quincy. I don't know how to move this seat forward. Oh, before I forget, passenger seat, the motor works, but the seat doesn't go anywhere. So the passenger seat does not go forward and back. This driver's seat, though, does go forward and back just fine. And there's lumbar and there's all kinds of other fancy buttons on there. I'm not really sure. Quincy, can you come over my left shoulder for just a moment? Let's see, 1990. It's 30 some years of getting in and out of the car. So yeah, we have a seam opened here. But for the most part, this all looks good. Hopefully you can find somebody that stitched that right back up and you could be in good shape. But just a very little wear. This has got plenty of moisture left in these seats, although it might not look like it on film. But there's plenty of moisture left in all these seats, and for the most part, they're in good shape, except for just the normal wear of getting in and out. Center console looks pretty darn good. We'll be able to look at all this a lot more into detail once we get outside. The carpet's got a little bit of a stain down there underneath the pedals. But the carpet on the doors, the leather on the doors, the leather and the top of the dash is all in great shape. All these buttons are in good shape. None of them are sticky. None of them are coming off. None of them are faded. There is a little rip in the stick shift right here, and a small separation of this plastic to the main console right here in this area. So if I push this in, you're in good shape. But yeah, you got to push it in. The cigarette lighter is still in here. The ashtray looks like it's never been used. And yeah, look, watch this. See this? Yeah, that's what that passenger side seat does. That's all it does. But this one goes. This is what I was referring to earlier. You know, this. You know, you get your hand down here. You just got a little bit of fading going on this little tray here, if you will, on the side to get in and out of the car. It's probably a lot of grabbing of this kind of stuff. So that stuff kind of fades. But down here, the carpet's in real good shape on both doors. We'll go open up the passenger side door in just a moment. My visor's in good shape. And I can see through this glass roof really nicely as well. The headlights. Nice and quiet. They don't make any extra noises. And we're in good shape there. Okay. Now, Quincy, I'm going to talk about this nose here for a minute. Besides that abrasion over there on the driver's side, the rest of this is really, really nice. That's just some goop. But in these alcoves here for the turn signals and the driving lights, they're in beautiful shape. There's no moisture in either of these lenses, and it's nice and clean. And as I sit here, folks, and I look up at the front of this car, it's actually really, really, really pretty. There's a couple little blips. You know, I'm pretty sure the price tag is not, you know, for a gajillion dollars for a ZR1. This is a nicely used ZR1 in green. Manual transmission, 400 horsepower, and it's ready to go. Headlights work. It drives great. We'll drive it together in just a little bit. But the wheels, there's no curb rash on any of the wheels, and they're super, super nice and clean. I've already studied these wheels today too, so, yeah, these great big wheels in the back is super cool. I'm gonna open up the passenger side just because we haven't yet. I want you to see the passenger side door, its carpet, and the passenger seat itself. I think you get down here real good, show the same locations of the other seat, just to show that there's, you know, that passenger seat was sat in half the time as the driver's seat for sure. It's very nice over here. Okay. Oh, the door jambs. Geez, all of this is in beautiful shape as well on both sides of the car. Super nice and clean, all the way down, all the way around both sides. And then this door area as well. Let's go back over to the driver's side here real quick, because there's some stickers over here that some of you Corvette gurus really want to know about, and I'm not sure they were photographed. They're down here. And Quincy, you and I were messing around earlier. Can you get this, because I know it wasn't photographed. If I lift up my right arm, can you get in there and see that well enough?
Yeah.
Okay, great. They can freeze it at home and read all the different options that came along with this car. Now, speaking of options, before we pop the hood, I'll pop the hood while I'm here. But this is another fun thing that I was shocked to see. Follow me. Doors closed, great. Check this out, folks. This is the sucker that came with the original owner when it was purchased brand new. The box. It's got your original owner, it's got the VIN number on it. And if you open this up, there's a ton of service records in here, as you can see. And, oh, okay, your original insurance coverage agreement. And I don't know if there's a window sticker in here or not. Instruction sheet on, I'm not sure what, wheel locking instruction. A couple little more cards shoved down in here. I do not see a window sticker as we're talking. Got a really nice little Corvette book in here as well. Owner's manual book, super cool. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Dun, 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 dun. $60,760 brand new. Polo green metallic, saddle leather. Adjustable seats. Well, one adjustable seat.
What was 60,000 worth back then? Was it a lot more?
What was it? Oh yeah, this was a fortune in 1990. 60 grand for a Corvette. It's probably a $120,000 super fancy one today. So like you can see all this. Your standard vehicle price was $31,000, and boy, you got another $28,000 in ZR1 stuff. Pretty darn cool. Okay, gonna put this back in here so it's nice and secure for you. And in here, we've got another book, and this is all the stuff that came along. There's an entire book dedicated to your car. Pretty super cool. And there's your original wheels too, by the way. I see them for sale quite a bit. Emergency key. Gonna put all this stuff back together. Anyway, folks, I just wanted to show you that, yeah, the boxes survived and it's still along with the car. Okay, now let's do a couple more things here so I feel a little bit better in the presentation of this car. First of all, we don't have any dings or anything like that going down the side of the car, so we're good. And I've wanted to look down here and I haven't had a chance. I just kind of look down here to make sure we haven't jumped any bridges or, any of that kind of stuff. All along here, the bottom is nice and smooth. I can see underneath the car too. It all looks great. Nice and straight. And there's just a little bit of road rash here. This is just normal stuff from stuff falling off that tire up front. And all along here, all of this is beautiful. It really is. The black is good. We talked about the little marks on the side mirrors, but other than that, it really shows very, very well. And the wheel wells all look great. We talked about the wheels and we're in good shape there. I'm gonna do the same thing over here just to make sure, because I haven't been down on the ground looking at this. I'm gonna spin it just a little so I have all the light that I need. And this is all lines up and is super straight down here as well. No weird bulges, no lifted the wrong way, no signs of any abuse, and it all looks real good. Okay, I'm glad I did that. I feel better about that. All right. Now, 405 horsepower, let's look at it. Battery is dated sometime last year, so we're in good shape there. All the electronics are nice and clean. All the components look good. Make sure you show up underneath. One of the lights for the engine compartment here is out. One's good, one's bad. Get a good look at the headlights down in here since we were never in front once we filmed, or maybe we did once. All down in all these cavities are all real nice and clean. Get a good look at the tires and suspension system up here up front. And then if you could come around here to this side one time, Quincy, please. And once again, everything looks real good over here. Underneath the hood, in these wheel well cavities and such, all this is in really nice shape. I kind of went over all of it with a rag earlier. It's nice and black. Minor stains here and there, but nothing to make you, oh no, terrible. It's in great shape. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back over and do that. Doohick over here in order to, Quincy, if you could show right along in here. And right up front. Anyway, I'm just trying to get everybody, I'm just trying to you folks at home so you can show you everything here, okay? All right, well, this up just a little bit. All right, the hell's the matter with me? Hello? You know, you wait, don't you, Corvette? You wait for me to do things and then... Sorry, folks. I'm having an unsuccessful time of getting the hood back down. Okay. Sorry, I think it was me. All right. Yeah, Quincy, if you could, just one more walk around it, just kind of looking down at the hood. Again, folks, I don't want to pick this car apart. I told you about the couple little chips. There aren't any over here except, you know, little itty bitty ones here and there. There's one little one above this fender right here. The inside of that windshield needs to be cleaned up just a little bit more. Oh, that's another thing I want to talk about this car. The moldings. These rubber moldings, folks. All this rubber here that meets all these junctures, all these rubber moldings and stuff. There's plenty of moisture left in most of all these gaskets. I can't remember where I found one or two that, I mean, this is just normal stuff. Here's a little dry here, opening and closing the door, but it's all on here good. It's not, the glue hasn't dislocated itself from the car. Yeah, I guess that's it. I just wanted to make sure you folks at home knew about these gaskets and stuff. We have not removed this top. That's going to be a job for you when you want to put the green top on. Just kind of looking one more chance to see if I could see how to open this back top. Give us a call. You can laugh at you. My name's Scott. You can laugh at me. That's fine. I can't figure out how to get that thing up. But anyway, we got to see the engine, got to see the wheels, got to see the rest of the body. Folks, again, this is a really nice driver. It's a really nice car. You're not going to win Corvette Nationals, no. But you'd be very, very proud pulling in your local car meet, your weekend car show. And this car is super, super cool. Anyway, we're going to drive it. We're going to find out a little bit more and see if it needs anything or so on and so forth. We do the best we can here. And I'm just your condition guy. I'm not a mechanic, so I'm doing the best I can. But anyway, if you've seen enough and you're ready to buy this, 702-818-1031, Ryan or Andrew are happy to take your phone call. We'll be back with a drive. Folks, as promised, we're in the 1990 ZR1 Corvette. You know, I'm old, so you know, I'm kind of in love with this thing. I love all the digital stuff going on. There's half digital, half gauges, you know, the trip odometers, the engine. This stuff would normally read up here on this screen, but it seems like this screen has made its way, the ship has sailed on this screen, so unfortunately that screen doesn't work. Excuse me. But we do have the temperature settings here. They're all in good shape. The air conditioning does work. I'm going to turn the air conditioning off, though. Here we go. Off. There we go. Good. Let's see if it works here, folks. Auto. Let's make it cold. And let's crank it up. All the way up to 10. There we go, a little extra fan just popped in. And I'd say we've got ourselves some air conditioning in here, folks.
It's starting to rumble.
I believe it's got air conditioning. You might want to give us a call and to make sure, but so far it feels pretty. Oh, there we go. Whoops, I didn't have the right button on. Now let's see if we make a difference. While it's getting ready to rain and we're parked outside, we shall revisit the air conditioning. I'm not convinced that this is blowing real cold here, but we definitely have it on this time. And but the wind blows pretty darn good. See if we have a radio. Oh, we do have a radio, but it's got interference in the background. I don't know if you can hear that or not.
Put the antenna up. You gotta put the antenna up.
The antenna should have gone up by itself. Anyway, okay, give us a call. We can talk to you about that too. That doesn't sound very nice. Okay. All right, let's make this thing drive here. My clutch is in. 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna hit these brakes. Woohoo! Okay, well, the good news is that the brakes work great. They, this isn't new technology, folks. So there's no automatic this and all that kind of stuff going on. So there's no wobble in the brake pedal. There's nothing strange going on. It's the first time I hit the brakes, and the brakes work good. So that's all I've got to say about that. We'll put my clutch back in. There's no weird sounds going on. There's no weird vibrations going on. So we're in good shape. I am going to go over 2 little speed bumps here real quick. Wow. You can hear those springs in the back. Same thing in my Firebirds, a little bit of those springs in the back. But nothing to cause concern. This is so far, this is great. My clutch is in. We're going to get up to speed here. Okay, well, first thing I have to say is that this is awesome. Second thing I have to say is I think a tune-up is definitely in this car's future. It runs great. There's just a little hesitation here and there. Let me get around here though. Do this real quick. Do a couple of hard right and lefts. Make sure nothing falls off. It sounds good. No weird clunks or anything. Yeah, we're in good shape. Handle's awesome. It sounds good. It's just a little hesitation here and there when you go to hit the gas pedal. So that to me means you'll probably need a little bit of a tune-up. But other than that, service ride control just came on. Plenty of power. Wow, this is neat. Wow, this is neat. My foot's on the brake, my left turn signal's on. They're the little nubs in the road. Sorry, that sounds terrible in a Corvette, but it doesn't sound good in any Corvette. Not even a new one, still makes a bunch of noise. But we're in first gear, we got a lot of traffic heading towards us. I'm gonna try a real quickie here. Good. Okay, so yeah, in good bumps, we have a couple little rattles from the roof and the leather seats. But other than that, we're in good shape. A couple other important things I'm going to look at in just a moment. Now, I'm not flooring it, folks. I'm not jumping on it. I didn't do that at any time. Okay, I'm back on the brake, and I'm just going to park here real quick so I can focus on these gauges. Yeah, oil pressure's in good shape. Oil temperature's in good shape. The temperature of the car is in good shape. Yeah, all this stuff. I'm reading all this jazz. And my battery and stuff is all reading real good. Now, it looks like I changed things over to Canadian and kilometers and all that jazz here. So I try and put that back here. There we go. All right, trip odometer, range. Okay, folks, all this does work. It's just over here. I don't really recall and remember what's normally in this little screen right here. But other than that, I mean, everything lights up. Clock is on. Oh, the headlights. Quincy, you want to show them up there? I just turned them on, folks. They just went up. And now they both flip back down. I'm going to turn them back up again real quick just so you know that they both work. And they don't make any noises or anything like that. Well, if you have any more questions, give us a buzz. I went over the condition, and you know, it's a used 1990 vehicle. And for the most part, it's in pretty darn good shape. Just to, before I do wrap up here though, down here, this boot, I probably won't be able to see this inside. This boot's a little ripped up right here, and there's a slight separation of this plastic right here over here on this side, but it's not drastic. Just pointing a couple things out. In here looks fairly decent. Get to hold your cassettes in here. And the sticker. Can I have that?
Mm-hmm.
Let's
You've
do
never
this.
done that before.
Do this around here and just kind of do one of these things, and there's your sticker down underneath there. I don't think we got a photograph of that either. Okay, hopefully I just got it. Hey, see how we do around here? Okay, folks. Lights are off, all that stuff. We're still sitting here. The temperature's still good. I was really cautious, about the temperature. I want to make sure that it stayed cool, and we're all in good shape. Folks, that's about all I've got. 702-818-1031. And if I come up with anything else, I'll let the guys know and they can tell you on the phone. But folks, this is pretty darn good for the mileage on it, and it being green and well taken care of, and there's just little wear kind of sort of everywhere. But what a great driver, and what a great car to add to your collection and take to a car show on the weekend. 702-818-1031. We'll see you next time.